Fire in the Blackstone hole. Let's cook some rice. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome once again to my backyard griddle. What I'm doing for you today is we're going to cook up some, I'm calling this Happy Family fried rice. Some places call it house special fried rice, or they might call it deluxe fried rice, but it's basically fried rice, but it's got 4 different meats in it. It's got pork, beef, chicken, and shrimp. So it's 4 different kinds of meat in the fried rice. First thing we got to do is make a sauce. We've got some Shao cooking wine, and I've got my soupcon measure here. We're going to put a soupcon of Shao cooking wine in my bowl. That's a soupcon right there. Soupcon of Shao cooking wine. Then we've got some sesame oil. We're not going to put a soupcon of that in there because that stuff's, we're going to put about that much sesame oil because that's strong stuff, as my buddy Craig will tell you. Then we've got some rice vinegar, rice wine vinegar, seasoned rice wine vinegar. We're going to put a soupcon of that in there. The whole soupcon of rice wine vinegar. This should be enough to do this whole cook. I'm going to put a little bit of soy sauce, probably a soupcon of soy sauce in there, even though I'm putting this other stuff in there. Let's put a soupcon of soy sauce in my bowl. Mix that up. This is going to be my seasoning sauce as I cook my meats to go in there. I've got some teriyaki marinated sauce. It's already made up. It's got everything in it, including soy sauce, but we're going to put some a soupcon of this in there too, because we need quite a bit of this stuff to make the whole thing work. I'm going to put a soupcon of that in there. There you go. That's the sauce. That's my seasoning sauce that we're going to use to season the meat as we cook it. So now that we got that done, we can set that aside and fire up the griddle. So stay tuned. Okay, I've got my Blackstone fired up. The left side is on low, the right side is on high. We're going to throw down some Tsing stir-fry oil right there. Tsing stir-fry oil, because what we're doing is basically a big stir-fry. And then I've got some chicken. We drop some chicken on there. Chicken thighs is what that is. We're going to get them cooked up. Let me get a soupcon of my mix that I made, the seasoning mix I'm calling it. About a half a soupcon of that, pour that on that chicken, like that. There you go. That's going to steam up on there. Cook up that chicken. And what we're going to do is, oh, that smells good already. What we're going to do is, as we cook everything, we're going to shove it from the hot side here down to the low side just to keep it warm and continue cooking, because it's not going to be finished cooking until we're ready. So let me get the chicken done. We'll slide that down and then we'll come back to the next part. Okay, the chicken's down at the low side of the grill. We're going to throw down some more Tsing stir-fry oil and come on with the pork. We've got some pork here we're going to cook. Boneless, skinless, this is pork, what they call pork country ribs. Get that on there, a little bit of Tsing stir-fry oil. And then we need a soupcon of my, I keep saying soupcon, you're going to hear that a lot today. I need a soupcon of my seasoning mix. Let me get that over here. A soupcon of the seasoning mix on the pork. Yes, sir. Oh man, that smells so good already. You can't imagine. I can't tell you how good that already smells. Look at that. Pork is getting cooked up. Okay, let's slide that down. As soon as it gets cooked up a little bit more, we'll slide that down to be with the chicken, and then we'll come back with the beef. Stay tuned. Okay, I slid the pork down there to be with the chicken. I'm going to go down with some more Tsing stir-fry oil. You know all about that, right? And we got some skirt steak that I cut into bite-sized chunks. I'm going to put that down. And of course, we're going to hit that with a soupcon of my seasoning mix. That's serving the purpose of seasoning the meat as it cooks. So we're going to get that cooked up. We don't want to cook the beef too much. We want it to be kind of medium rare, I think. Well, at least that's the way I like it. You know, some people might not agree. I like it medium rare. So let's cook up our beef. There we go. And we're going to move our beef down to be with the rest of the family. We're not going to cook the shrimp until a bit later on because the shrimp cooks so fast. I don't want it to overcook. So let me get the beef cooked up a little bit, and we'll move it downstream over there to be with the rest of the happy family. Stay tuned. Okay, we got to put some veggies in with these meats. We're going to throw down some Tsings like we always do. We also got to season up the veggies a little bit. We've got some garlic stir-in paste, which is really good stuff. It's really easy to use. You just squirt that on there. And I've got some ginger stir-in paste that we're going to squirt on there. So now I've got garlic and ginger going. That's cool. And some mushrooms. I love mushrooms. And anytime we're going to make any kind of stir fry, it's going to have shrooms in it. Let's face it, that's my favorite thing, mushrooms. Scrape that garlic and ginger off there, mix it up with them shrooms. That one's a little big, but it's okay, I guess. Let's get the shrooms cooked up a little bit, get them to release their water, and we'll come back with the rest of the veggies. Stay tuned. Okay, it's time for the rest of the veggies. We got to get some oil down on the griddle. Some Tsing stir-fry oil. It's got garlic in it. We've got that garlic stir-in paste on the shrooms. Now we're going to come in with some onions and bell pepper right here. Onion and bell pepper. We've got some of those little corns that you see in a lot of Chinese places. Little corns, those are good. And we've got some frozen stir-fry vegetables. Broccoli, carrots, snow peas, and water chestnuts. I'm going to get that all mixed up in there and get that cooked up. Looks good already. It's good enough to eat. Let's get that cooked up in there. That's onions and peppers and little corns on the Blackstone. Nothing like food cooked on the Blackstone. I got to tell you, it's amazing once you get it to work. I had a little trouble with it, but I got over my troubles, and I'm going to make a video about how I fixed my Blackstone. So stay tuned for that. It'll be coming up soon. Alright, let's put a soupcon of that seasoning mix on the veggies and get that steamed up. Soupcon. I've been saying that a lot today, haven't I? A soupcon of seasoning mix. A little bit more, I think. Those veggies were frozen. So we got to cook the veggies up. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit right there. Cook these veggies up on the Blackstone. Get them spread out. The last part of this will be the rice. We've got our veggies cooked up. As we get them cooked up, we'll slide them on down. So stay tuned. Okay, the veggies are done. They're down there getting happy with the rest of the family. We need some more Tsings over here on the hot side of the grill because we're going to cook the shrimp. Shrimp are up next. And we need a soupcon of my seasoning oil, or whatever you want to call it, seasoning stuff on the shrimp. That's about the last of it. So now all we got to do is cook up the shrimp. And they don't take long. And they tell you when they're done. They turn pink. Very obliging of them, I think. So let's cook up our shrimp. And then we'll put this whole thing together put it in a warming tray, and we'll be ready to serve it up and drink a beer. We got some, oh, we got to do the rice. I almost forgot. The most important part of the fried rice is the rice. I got to do that next. So let me get after my shrimp here and get them moved down. We'll put them right on top of everything else so that all they'll do is finish steaming. We really don't want to overcook the shrimp. So we'll get them down there. All right, we'll come back with the rice. Stay tuned. My house special fried rice, my happy family fried rice is done, and not a minute too soon. There's the Frosty Root Boy mug. Here's today's beer. Let me grab an opener over here. This is a Thai beer, even though we didn't make a Thai dish. This is Tsing, the original Thai beer, and it's one of my favorites, and I know it's one of your favorites, and I know Victor Bitters likes it, so that makes it really good. Let me get some of that in my glass. Tsing. We've got Tsing, so we're going to sing about it. No, we're not going to sing, Craig. I know what you're thinking. You thought I was going to sing, didn't you? No, I'm not going to sing. Tsing, original Thai beer, premium lager, ABV, I don't know. I could find it, but I don't have time for that. I got to drink some beer. Here we go, babies. Here, Rob, this is to you. Tsing. Let's drink it. Excellent. Excellent brew. And I'm going to get my happy family here. I don't know what part of the happy family to eat first. I think I'm going to take I want to get a shrimp and some carrot and some, I don't know what that is. I think it's chicken. Get that on my fork. Oh my goodness. I tell you what. That is delicious. I gotta tell you. That's a piece of pork. It's so tender. I'm loving everything about this. I'm so glad I got my Blackstone fixed. Stay tuned. I'm gonna put up a video about how I fixed the Blackstone. I hope it's fixed permanently. We'll see. Anyway, that's my video, babies. Get you some of this happy family beef, pork, chicken, and shrimp. I can't stop eating it. Get some Tsing to wash it down, Rob. Come back next week. We may not cook anything good, but I'll bet you we drink a beer. We might just drink beer. One of these days, I promise, I'm going to do a video where I do nothing but drink beer. Anyway, babies, that's my video. See you next week. Bye.